to the center. Georgie 360.
Those moments when you're lying in bed at night, you're tired, but your mind won't shut off. You start thinking, is this it? Am I really doing what I'm capable of? Why does success feel so heavy sometimes? I've been there, done that more than once. And what I learned is this: most of the time, it's not our circumstances holding us back. It's the quiet way we've learned to think small, to stay safe. That's why today I want to talk about something simple, gentle, and powerful. How thinking just a little bigger can help you live more joyful. So I have some tips here. Tip number one is it all starts with what you tell to yourself. Let me ask you something. What's the first thing you usually think when you wake up? For a long time, mine was something like, okay, let's just get through the day. Not terrible, but not life-giving either. The book, The Magic of Thinking Big, reminded me that beliefs quietly shape our days. So I started doing something small. Before my feet hit the floor, I'd say, oh, thank you, Lord. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Today doesn't have to be perfect, but it can be meaningful. That one sentence or two changed my energy, my perspective. So try this. Choose one kinder, bigger thought that starts your day with a smile. Joychi tip number two. So when fear shows up, move first. There's something no one really tells you, but fear doesn't leave because you think your way out of it. It leaves when you move. I remember staring at my phone once, heart racing, afraid to send a message I know I needed to send. So instead of overthinking, I stood up. I stretched. I smiled. I took one breath. And I sent it. And guess what? The fear didn't disappear instantly, but it shrank. Because when fear shows up, don't negotiate with it. Take one small step before it takes you out of it. Okay, tip number three. Excuses are usually just tired thoughts. We all do this. I'm too busy. It's not the right time. That works for other people. I used to think before those were facts. They're usually just habits. So I started replacing excuses with curiosity. So instead of saying I can't, I'd ask, what one way this could work for me? That question alone opened doors. And tip number four, the way you talk to yourself matters. Your body listens to your words. When you say, I'm so behind, your body feels pressure. When you say, I'm learning as I go, your body softens. Same situation, but with different experience, different mindset. So today, try this. Catch one harsh phrase and soften it. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Tip number five, lead your own life first. Leadership isn't about being in charge of others. It's about asking yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Not the perfect version, the honest one. Sometimes that means resting. Sometimes it means speaking up. Sometimes it means choosing yourself. Joy grows when your actions match who you truly are. Tip number six, set goals that feel alive. If your goal makes you tired just thinking about them, they're probably not aligned. So big thinking doesn't mean big pressure. It means meaningful direction. So pick one goal that excites you a little and scare you a little. Then ask, what one small thing I can do this week? What's one tiny habit I can start today? That's how joy builds, step by step. Tip number 7, your environment is talking to you. So when you listen to, what you listen to, who you're around, what you're scrolling, it all shapes how you think. And you don't have to cut everything out. Just add more of what fits or lifts you up. Joy loves supportive spaces. Tip number 8, live like the person you're becoming. You don't wait to arrive to live differently. Just start now. Dress with a little more intention. Speak a little more kindly to yourself. Rest without explaining. You're practicing, you're not pretending. So, tip number 9, notice the wins you usually skip over. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what went well today? What did I handle better than before? What am I grateful for? Progress hides in small moments, and joy grows when you notice them. Thinking bigger doesn't mean doing more. It means believing you're allowed to live with more ease, joy, and purpose. You don't have to overhaul your life. Just start one thought, one action, one kinder choice, and let that be enough for today. All right, thanks for being here with me today. If this felt like a conversation that you needed or a message that can spark people's joy, share it with someone you love. And guess what? This is Jenny Joy, and I'll talk to you again soon. All right, and don't forget to smile.